Hello everyone! Welcome back to our channel. Today we bring you some shocking news that has left Pawn Stars fans in disbelief. Rick Harrison, the familiar star of the popular reality TV show, has been sentenced to life in prison. Yes, you heard that right. The man known for his sharp business acumen and vast knowledge of antiques is now facing a dramatic and unexpected legal battle. But how did all of this happen? How did a man who built an empire from a pawn shop end up in this tragic situation? If you're shocked by these developments, don't forget to hit like and subscribe so you don't miss any of our latest updates. You can also leave a comment below this video to share your thoughts on this story. Richard Harrison, also known as Rick Harrison, is an American entrepreneur and television personality, born on March 22, 1965, in Lexington, North Carolina. Rick's life has been full of ups and downs before he became a familiar face on Pawn Stars. When he was just 2 years old, his family moved to San Diego, California, where he spent most of his childhood. However, Rick's early years were far from easy. At the age of 8, he was diagnosed with epilepsy, which caused him to frequently miss school and spend much of his time reading. It was during these years of self-education that Rick accumulated a vast amount of knowledge about history, a crucial factor that would later become a powerful asset in his career. His battle with illness forced him to drop out of school in 10th grade, but rather than viewing this as a setback, he turned it into motivation to teach himself, particularly in business and history. As a teenager, Rick started working with his father, Richard Benjamin Harrison, known as the Old Man, on various business ventures. This helped him develop the ability to assess the value and authenticity of items, a skill that would later become the foundation of his career. At 17, Rick's girlfriend Kim became pregnant, leading the couple to decide to get married. They had 2 sons, Corey and Adam, but after 8 years of marriage, they decided to divorce in 1981. Rick's family moved to Las Vegas, Nevada, where his father opened the gold and silver coin shop. By 1989, the shop officially became Gold and Silver Pawn Shop, the famous pawn shop that would later serve as the main setting for Pawn Stars. The early years were not easy, as Rick and his father had to work hard, facing numerous challenges from difficult customers to dangerous situations. However, these experiences helped Rick build a solid reputation in Las Vegas, thanks to his extensive knowledge of collectibles and historical artifacts. Share this video with your friends if you think this story is shocking and want everyone to know. Don't forget to hit the notification bell to get the latest videos from us. Together, we'll keep track of the latest developments in this case and what's next for Pawn Stars. Recognizing the entertainment potential of the pawn industry, Rick began to think about creating a reality TV show to capture the daily activities of the shop. Although initially rejected, Rick didn't give up. After several years of persistence, he finally signed a contract with the History Channel in 2009, and that's when Pawn Stars officially launched. The show offered viewers an inside look into the world of pawning, featuring intriguing deals, rare antiques, and captivating historical stories. It starred Rick, his son Corey Big Hoss Harrison, his father Old Man Harrison, and his close friend Austin Chumley Russell. Together they evaluated, bought, sold, and exchanged valuable historical items, often engaging in tense negotiations. Pawn Stars was an instant hit upon its debut, catapulting Rick from a local pawn shop owner to a renowned TV personality. His straightforward speaking style, sharp negotiating skills, and vast knowledge quickly made him a fan favorite. Rick's famous catchphrase, "The best I can do is," has become an iconic moment whenever he presents his final offer for an item. Pawn Stars wasn't just a source of entertainment. It also provided educational value, as each episode shared fascinating historical insights about the items brought into the shop. This approach helped the show attract a wide audience, from children to adults, making it one of the standout programs on the History Channel. Under Rick's leadership, his pawn shop quickly became a tourist destination, attracting visitors from all over the world. Fans wanted to witness the big deals firsthand and even had the opportunity to appear in an episode. Revenue from the shop soared, leading to the growth of other business ventures such as selling souvenirs, books, and even opening restaurants. Rick's fame extended beyond Pawn Stars. He appeared on numerous television programs, was interviewed by famous magazines, and became a sought-after speaker at business events. His insights into business strategy and his entrepreneurial journey have inspired many. As the mastermind behind the success of Pawn Stars, Rick Harrison became famous not only for his business acumen, but also for his decisive and pragmatic leadership style. On the show, he often played the role of the calm, collected figure, restraining the impulsive decisions of his son Corey and the antics of Chumley. From a boy who dropped out of school due to epilepsy to a successful entrepreneur and a television icon, Rick Harrison has created his own success story. And while Pawn Stars may continue to evolve in new directions, there's no denying that Rick is the heart and soul that helped the show reach its current status. The relationship between Rick Harrison and his father, Richard "Old Man" Harrison, was not just a typical father-son bond, but one forged through many years of working together. They not only built the gold and silver pawn shop together, but also shared a business philosophy rooted in honesty and intelligence. When Old Man passed away in 2018, Rick continued to run the business based on the values his father had instilled in him, honoring the family legacy. Despite achieving great success with Pawn Stars, Rick's personal life has not been without its ups and downs. After ending his first marriage, he married Tracy Harrison, and they spent 27 years together before divorcing in 2011. 2 years later, Rick began a new marriage with Deanna Burdett in a special ceremony officiated by Danny Coker, the star of Counting Cars, with Chumley serving as the ring bearer. While Rick has kept his family life relatively private, the rare moments when he speaks about his wife and children on the show that he is a devoted family man, always trying to balance fame, work, and personal life. Not stopping at Pawn Stars, Rick Harrison expanded his business empire by opening Rick's Rollin' Smoke BBQ and Tavern at Pawn Plaza, right next to the gold and silver pawn shop. In 2011, he co-authored the book License to Pawn: Deals, Steals, and My Life at the Gold and Silver, where he shared behind-the-scenes stories about his life and career as a savvy entrepreneur. Rick is always on the lookout for new opportunities to grow his brand and expand his business ventures. Rick's ability to appraise items has been proven through thousands of transactions on Pawn Stars, ranging from historical documents and classic cars to rare artifacts. Despite his extensive knowledge, Rick isn't afraid to consult experts when encountering items outside his area of expertise, demonstrating both caution and business savvy. One of Rick's standout purchases was a 2001 New England Patriots Super Bowl championship ring, which he bought for $2,600 and later had valued much higher. Another notable deal was a collection of Spanish gold coins recovered from a 1715 shipwreck, showcasing Rick's passion for history and valuable artifacts. However, despite his overwhelming success, Rick's life has not always been smooth sailing. In 2023, he unexpectedly became the center of a federal investigation, shocking fans and those close to him. FBI agents, IRS investigators, and representatives from the Department of Cultural Heritage Protection conducted a large-scale search at Rick's home and gold and silver pawn shop in Las Vegas. Witnesses at the shop at the time described a scene straight out of a movie, with employees and customers being detained while agents seized computers, documents, and several artifacts from the store. Rick's son, Corey Harrison, was present at the scene and later shared that everything happened so quickly, it was almost unbelievable. Video footage showing Rick being escorted out of his home by Secret Service agents quickly spread on social media, sparking a wave of speculation as details of the incident began to surface. Authorities are investigating allegations related to a sophisticated tax evasion scheme, money laundering, and the sale of potentially illicit artifacts. These allegations stem from suspicious transactions reported by financial institutions, along with complaints from several former business partners. However, Rick has maintained a calm demeanor amidst the storm of public scrutiny, continuing to run his business while waiting for the investigation to clarify everything. Despite the challenges, there's no denying that Rick Harrison is one of the most influential reality TV figures. From a bookish young boy to a successful entrepreneur and an icon of Pawn Stars, Rick's journey is a testament to perseverance, talent, and the ability to adapt to any challenge. In the weeks following the raid, the History Channel temporarily halted production of Pawn Stars, releasing a brief statement saying they were monitoring the situation and would make a decision once more information became available. Meanwhile, Gold and Silver Pawn Shop remained open, but the number of visitors significantly decreased due to the legal troubles surrounding Rick Harrison. Rick's representatives quickly denied any wrongdoing, claiming that the investigation was merely a misunderstanding and would soon be cleared up. Rick's attorney, David Marshall, a prominent lawyer in Las Vegas with extensive experience representing high-profile clients, reassured the public that Rick had always run his business transparently and in full compliance with the law. However, as the investigation continued, a series of troubling details began to emerge. Authorities claimed they had evidence showing that Rick had been involved in a sophisticated system to intentionally undervalue certain historical artifacts in order to reduce taxes while secretly selling them at their true market value in private transactions. Investigators also accused Rick of purchasing stolen artifacts through intermediaries, including valuable historical documents and items belonging to museums and private collections. Court records later revealed that the investigation began after a former employee of Rick decided to come forward. This individual claimed to have been directly involved in acquiring several valuable items and provided information about a separate accounting system used to record sensitive transactions that Rick wanted to keep hidden from the official books. Rick was arrested shortly afterward but was released on bail just a day later and quickly had to face the court. He was charged with several serious offenses, including tax evasion, money laundering, trafficking stolen property, and conspiracy to illegally buy and sell historical artifacts. Although attorney David Marshall continued to assert his client's innocence, the pressure from the prosecution steadily increased. The trial lasted nearly a year, with a series of evidence presented. Initially, Rick vehemently denied all allegations, but as former colleagues began to testify against him, Rick's situation grew increasingly dire. Prosecutors presented a range of financial documents, encrypted messages, and testimonies from former employees who stated that Rick had instructed them to alter records to conceal large transactions. One of the most shocking pieces of evidence was a series of messages between Rick and an undisclosed supplier, in which Rick was accused of discussing how to erase the provenance of an 18th century document believed to have been stolen from a university archive. In another exchange, Rick was allegedly planning to arrange transactions to avoid reporting requirements for large cash payments. Despite the pressure from the trial, Rick maintained his stance when appearing on several television programs, particularly those with a conservative lean. He claimed that he was the victim of a campaign aimed at destroying his reputation and the success of Pawn Stars. Many of Rick's supporters created hashtags like #FreeRick and organized protests outside the courthouse to express their dissatisfaction with how the case was being handled. However, for a segment of the public, Rick's downfall was a huge shock, as the image of a sharp but straightforward businessman on television was now embroiled in legal troubles. The final verdict caught many, including legal experts, by surprise. When the judge read the sentence, the courtroom fell silent. Rick, who had remained calm throughout the trial, turned pale upon hearing the verdict. His son, Corey, sat behind him, head in his hands, while Chumley, Rick's longtime friend, quickly left the courtroom in tears. Some experts believed the sentence was too harsh given the charges Rick faced, but the judge emphasized that the punishment not only reflected the financial crimes, but also served as a penalty for the irreparable damage to cultural and historical heritage that Rick had contributed to. Amid the controversies surrounding the case, many loyal fans still believe that Rick deserves sympathy. They created support groups on social media, emphasizing that no matter what happens, Pawn Stars has made a significant contribution to helping audiences connect with history in a more dynamic way than ever before. "Rick taught me to love history in a way that school never could," one fan shared. "Now, we will show him that we've never forgotten the good things he brought to us." Mr. Harrison, you have presented yourself to the American public as a protector of history, someone who values artifacts and cherishes our shared heritage, the judge said during the sentencing. In reality, you have been involved in an illegal network, contributing to a systematic looting and destruction of priceless cultural heritage for personal gain. The court cannot overlook the severity of these actions. These strong words resonated through the courtroom, marking the official end of Rick Harrison's illustrious career as a familiar face on Pawn Stars. Immediately after the verdict was announced, Rick's legal team filed an appeal, arguing that the sentence was too harsh and violated his civil rights due to the non-violent nature of the crime. They also requested that Rick be released on bail while awaiting the appeal, but this request was denied. The image of Rick being escorted out of the courtroom in handcuffs quickly became a dominant feature on news outlets and social media. Public reaction quickly became divided. Many of Rick's loyal fans expressed skepticism, suggesting that there was something fishy about the case and that Rick had become a scapegoat for a larger issue in the artifact trade. Meanwhile, historians and cultural heritage experts welcomed the harsh sentence, viewing it as a necessary measure to curb the illegal trade of historical artifacts. In response, Rick's fan community launched the Hearts for Harrison campaign, gathering over 100,000 signatures calling for a review of the verdict. "We don't deny that Rick may have made mistakes, but this sentence is not justice. It's vengeance," said Melissa Jenkins, the campaign organizer. "A life sentence for a non-violent crime is unjust. We urge everyone to sign the petition or donate to Rick's legal fund. Every prayer, every supportive message, every small contribution could help give him a fair chance in his appeal." Rick's son, Corey Harrison, also expressed his feelings. "My dad may have made mistakes, but he doesn't deserve to die in prison. He deserves a chance to make things right." Meanwhile, the History Channel quickly severed all ties with Rick, officially canceling Pawn Stars and removing all reruns from its schedule. In an official statement, the network expressed deep disappointment in Rick's actions, while reaffirming its absolute commitment to preserving and respecting cultural heritage. Before his legal troubles, Rick Harrison was not only a familiar face in the reality TV world, but also a sharp businessman who succeeded in building a vast business empire that extended far beyond the gold and silver pawn shop. Although the initial customer traffic dropped following the scandal, the shop remained a popular destination in Las Vegas. To regain public trust, Corey worked to reposition the store by emphasizing transparency in all transactions and collaborating with museums and educational organizations to promote ethical collecting. In an emotional interview, 6 months after Rick's conviction, Corey opened up about the challenges of maintaining the family business while addressing the issues raised in the trial. "We've implemented strict verification processes for every transaction. What happened was a mistake, and we're committed to being part of the solution, not the problem," he affirmed. Austin Chumley Russell, who saw Rick as a father figure and mentor, also expressed mixed emotions. "I've learned a lot from Rick, the solid business principles that I'll carry with me for life," Chumley shared in a podcast interview. "But I also have to accept that there was a side to him that I didn't see, or maybe I didn't want to see." For the Harrison family, the focus now is on supporting Rick through the appeal process while working to restore their reputation and protect the future of the famous pawn shop. Corey taking over the business surprised many, as he had previously been known for his impulsive personality on Pawn Stars. However, with his business acumen, Corey has proven that he has the ability to steer the family through these challenging times. "The encouragement from fans has been a huge source of strength for my dad," he shared in a recent press statement. Corey revealed that he reads every letter he receives and draws strength from the fact that many people still believe in the Harrison family during this difficult period. The family has been holding weekly prayer gatherings on Sundays in front of the pawn shop, where loyal fans gather to show their support for Rick. For those who can't make it to Las Vegas, the family encourages them to send letters, cards, or even memorabilia from Pawn Stars to bring joy to previous viewers. "Small gestures like that mean a lot to someone going through the darkest time of their life," Corey shared. Despite the changes, Corey believes that the gold and silver pawn shop can overcome the challenges. "My dad taught me everything about this business. The good values he instilled are the foundation I'm building on. We've made some big mistakes, but this shop has been a part of Las Vegas for over 30 years, and I'm determined to make sure it lasts for at least another 30 years. Rick Harrison's journey is truly remarkable. From a small-time asset broker to a successful businessman, reality TV star, and now a life-sentenced prisoner. This dramatic turn of events proves that fortunes can change quickly, especially under the harsh spotlight of fame. Cultural commentators have compared Rick's downfall to a Shakespearean tragedy, where a person with deep knowledge of history ultimately turned the very artifacts he once cherished into tools that destroyed him. Rick's story now serves as a cautionary tale about the temptations of success and the fragile line between smart business strategies and criminal behavior. This sudden turn of events has not only shocked the reality TV world, but also left his family business in a precarious position without the charismatic leader it once had. During this difficult time, Rick Harrison needs all the support he can get. If you're a fan of Pawn Stars and appreciate what Rick has contributed over the years, consider sending words of encouragement, positive thoughts, or prayers for him. The Harrison family has set up a special website where fans can send messages, which will be forwarded to Rick in prison. According to the family, hearing these messages from supporters is a great source of strength for him during this difficult time. Additionally, the website provides an address for receiving supportive letters, hoping that each letter will bring a little light to Rick during this challenging period. As a statement from the family emphasizes, Rick has always cherished the audience of Pawn Stars and knows that your continued support means more than ever. Rick Harrison's journey continues with unprecedented turns in the reality television industry. We will continue to update on this shocking case, one that not only impacts an individual, but also changes the family business and challenges the public's perception of success. The story of Rick Harrison is a powerful lesson about the unexpected changes in life and the temptations of success. While his current outcome is a shock, it's undeniable that Pawn Stars has left a lasting impact on its fans. We will have to wait and see if Rick can come back and prove his innocence, or if Pawn Stars' legacy will continue to grow under the leadership of his son, Corey. Stay tuned as we continue to follow this story, and don't forget to leave your thoughts in the comments below the video.